Okay. So, I finally finished Zelda Breath of the Wild. To say it took me a long time to finish it is a complete understatement. I initially bought this game in December 2017. It was the reason I bought the Nintendo Switch. The game came out in March 2017. As soon as you leave your crypt at the beginning of the game, you are just met by this amazing, expansive, lush vista of Hyrule, and your brain is immediately flooded with the idea of being able to explore and discover everything you can see at that instance. Finding apples, climbing trees, cooking food, exploring temples, climbing towers. The entire world is just incredibly well populated, and that was the entire highlight of the game, just exploring this incredibly rich and detailed world. But I played the game, was absolutely loving it, flying through the main quest.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years.
Doing side quests, exploring, and just like loving the game. But then, like with so much other games, I met just a mini boss that I could not get, and due to my frustration, I was beaten over and over by Thunderblight Ganon. Yeah, my impatience just got the better of me, and I shelved the game that I was loving so much up to that point. So yeah, I shelved the game for about 4 years and started to play it again this year, and I finally bet the game. Yeah, the main key points I took away from getting back into the game was just trying to master the key points they do try to hammer into you in order to fight effectively as possible, and mastering the flurry rush and the perfect deflect. Those were the key kind of elements, as well as increasing my overall health, stamina, and getting the hero sword. That was the key points I needed to get in order to kind of master Thunderblight Ganon and also the final boss Calamity Ganon, and get back into enjoying the game that I shelved for 4 years. Yeah, towards the end of the game, my final thoughts were I'm kind of sad that the game is now over. I kind of always kept it in the back of my head that I would eventually get back into the game, and it's just kind of nice to put a tick mark next to the game and say it's finally finished.
The hero of Hyrule.
But yeah, I suppose I'm now anticipating possibly restarting the game again from scratch and playing the DLC, and also anticipating the actual sequel of the game finally coming out as well. So yeah, I suppose it's kind of weird, like trying to summarize a game I started 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, the game was fantastic. Like, it was probably one of the most deserving RPGs out there, like deserving of the time in which you want to put into it. Zelda really is just like a rich and immersive world in which you can just kind of get lost in, I suppose. A quick review on that game, I thought it was absolutely fantastic, and yeah, I suppose I just wanted to write down some type of review about the game. Like, it was kind of a bucket list game that I needed to finish to get closure on the game, and I definitely 100% wanted to get this one finished before the next one comes out, and I think I have time anyway.